Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Eda. I'm a poultry farmer, and today we'll be discussing on a topic which most of my friends have been asking me. And the topic is, was it worth it to leave my job in Dubai and come back home and start a poultry farming business? So don't know, I was working in Dubai. I've worked in Dubai for more than 7 years, and it was like a dream come true, because after I finished university, my dream was to go and work in Dubai. So I was looking for any opportunity to go and work there, and we thank God an opportunity came by, and I was able to travel. But before I left for Dubai, I was working somewhere else, and I had already started pure kienyeji. I had 100 chicken, but I left my mom in charge. So working in Dubai was fun, interacting with people from different nationalities, but my goal was to save money and come back home and venture into the business world. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I've always been passionate when it comes to poultry farming. And they say east or west, home is the best. Even if I worked for how many years, I had to come back home and start up with something, because you can never stay there for your whole lifetime. You have to come back home. So my last, it reached a point in those 7 years, I just felt this is now is enough. I need to come back home and do what I love most, and I had some savings. So this is the time I started doing research. I started watching different YouTubers who are poultry farmers. I had an idea, but I just wanted to remind myself what is required and that. So I decided that one was in my head, but now I decided to start my company. I've decided to go back home and that, and they were okay with it. So yes, because I requested them to give me a parcel of land which they were not using, which is now here where I have my own poultry farming business. And I have very supportive parents. By then my dad was alive. So when I came back home, before I even put my structure, this is when I visited different farms, and because I wanted to be sure what is in the ground, I visited different farms, I interacted with them. I had already done my research and all those stuff. So one day I woke up and looked for a carpenter to put my structure. I buy drinkers, feeders, looking for suitable companies to give me suitable company for feeds, looking for a credible hatchery companies. Yes, actually that's my first batch. There were not many, there were 300. It didn't give me problem, like they were not sick, they were not dying anyhow. And the only issue I had is financially. It's like I guess I was not financially prepared, because I remember even before they could start laying eggs, my money was exhausted and I had to go and borrow money from banks. But we'd like to encourage someone who wants to come back home, or someone who is thinking of starting a poultry farming business. Just, if that's the passion you have and that's what you want to do it. Don't listen to people. Some people are going to discourage you, and the market for eggs is so much available. Like for me in Kenya, do you know in Kenya people import eggs from neighboring countries? So for eggs the market is there. And like from my area, where I can assure you, from the area I come from, me, like sometimes even I'm overbooked. That one I won't lie to you, because the egg market is there. For the broilers in the area I come from, I don't know, because I've never ventured into the broilers, but for the eggs the market is there. So if like you're thinking of coming and starting this poultry farming business, do it, as long as you have done your research and you have enough savings. Mostly for finances, that's where the issue is, because like for the companies which are supplying people with the feed, sometimes they increase the feed, sometimes there's a shortage of something like the maize, the soya beans, so the feed is going to increase. So like if you've made your financial if you have a financial plan, make sure you add extra monies for emergencies or in case of anything, so you won't get stuck. Also, for the biosecurity, it's very important. Make sure you buy your birds from a credible hatchery. I have a batch of birds where I never took them from Kenchik, and they are really disturbing me. They are really like, if there is an outbreak of something, even if how much you put biosecurity, their immune system is very weak. And I have different batches which are not disturbing, which I took from Kenchik. But this batch, because that time Kenchik was overbooked and I had already prepared the brooding area, I needed chicks. I bought them from someone, and even I called that person and told them the batch is sold for me. Even I'm planning to sell it, because there's no need of having a batch of chicks, a batch of chicken which is disturbing you. I'm planning to sell it and bring another one from Kenchik. So make sure you buy your birds from a credible source. Also, another thing is, it's very important, if you've decided to come back and do this poultry farming, do it yourself. It's very important to be there physically, like you do it yourself. You know the way you're going to do it yourself. You know the way you're going to do it yourself is not the way someone else is going to do it for you. So it's very important you do it yourself, because most chicken, they are very sensitive. Mostly when they are young, they are very sensitive. So for you, this is all your money, all your savings, and you're very cautious. You don't miss the vaccines, and you make sure like they are fed enough, because if it's someone else doing it for you, they don't care. They're just, I've seen it and I've experienced with even my friends, because now, since I'm in this business, I have a lot of friends in this poultry farming business. To be successful in poultry farming business, come and do it for yourself. Save money, come back home, do it yourself. But so far so good. Me, I started with 300 birds. So good. I even don't think of going back to Dubai. Maybe if I want to go to Dubai, it's for vacation. I don't know, for poultry farm is not, when I compare poultry farming with working in Dubai, poultry farming is not something which is going to tie you. Like, poultry farming needs a lot of attention, but most of the work it's in the morning hours. Then in the afternoon, you can go mingle with your friends. Like,